Hello, everyone. For my finals project, I have picked the movie Born into Brothels, which is directed by Zaina Brisky and Ross Kaufman and was released in 2004. The documentary is about how Zaina brings educational opportunity to the kids of Brothel. These children have exceptional vision in photography. In my project, I have shared about critics' cultural significance and personal response to the film. This is a short trailer of the movie, which I recommend you watching. For the critics, I found this movie exceptional because mostly because everything is recorded from Zaina's camera, and it has very less editing in it. The colors and the lighting, everything is nothing is artificial, and everything lighting is mainly used sunlight on the days, and the normal household tube lights or bulbs in the night. And I found it very authentic, because mm, brothels are very dark somehow, and it just brings a lot more reality. And I also found it very interesting how the children's photography and is presented after each kid's interviews, and it was nice seeing their vision as well. Uh, this is one of the picture from the kids. I found it very relatable because I see a doll covered with dirt, and which is sitting next to utensils. We can see in the movie that the young girls are forced to do labor works in the neighborhood. They do dishes and sweep floors for money because they have to earn for themselves. Um, culture. Culture was very shocking to me. I feel like this was something I have never seen or heard before. The most surprising thing that I found was that the prostitutes had husbands. They were at home husbands. They usually be drinking and when the wife refuses to give them money for drinking, they would beat them up. Their husbands are very aggressive, and this movie is highly targeting the male community because, of course, it's about brothels, and we can see many cruelty done by done by men to the women. I also see that there are many people living in the same household, like even grandparents, and the parents and the kids living in the same household, same house where uh mother is working. Yeah. One more surprising thing that I found was that either if it's a boy or a girl, they were treated equally. Like we have seen many movies which shows the reality on how girls are not given importance, but in this movie I saw that girls are loved as much as boys, and parents sometimes care about them, but somehow they are forced to get to the work because like girls are forced to the when girls are forced to do prostitution when they grow up, because it's just a part of their culture, or they don't have anywhere to else to go. Most of the schools don't accept them because just they don't have a respectable job, or they just don't have opportunity like that. They don't even have money to pay the fees or anything. The schools also fear that the children might have STDs or other sexual diseases, which can spread to other younger children's children. But yeah, Uh, this is also another picture which shows India and men. This is from interview. It's an Instagram post. We can see that children wants to study, but they don't have enough opportunity, or they are just piled up with their work that they don't get enough time to even attend public colleges or schools. And these are some of the pictures taken by other kids. My personal response on Born into Brothels, I felt empathetic at first, for even parents and children, because I can see that parents are taking care of their children sometimes very well, like mothers taking care of their child, and they would even feed them and like make sure they are not hungry, they are well dressed, they are hygienic, like they would keep their kids clean. So I can see that motherhood or parenthood, that they want to provide their kids a nice bright future, but they just cannot, because they just don't have opportunity like that. But sometimes parents are controlling, that they want kids to just earn money as soon as they can, because they don't have money, and they would want the child to take up their stand up and get their own expenses covered. Yeah, this is another picture which I really liked. uh for the reflection uh for the reflection of from the movie. The movie highly presents the lifestyle of the people from Brothels, and how the living condition is very bad. Like people don't stay clean, or when males when men come to the brothels, they don't, you get the point. They are just very miserable. Um, and I also researched some things about Indian uh, prostitution, like the rules about the prostitution in India, and I found out that apparently it's not illegal, but if you get caught doing such kind of things, like you can get punishments. And but we can see in the movies that prostitutes are taken away by the police, but the husbands are the one who bails for them, and next day same thing starts happening again. um but yeah, mainly this movie was focused on how children should get enough opportunity to study regardless of what background they are from. And it's just like everyone should have an opportunity to be successful or get out of the trap. um yeah, it was very brave of Zaina to live there and teach the kids on uh, how to become a photographer. And some of the kids are still doing best. They are achieving goals and becoming directors, and not director but director assistant. So there are some kids who have achieved their goals, but some there are few kids as well who were forced back to stay in brothel and work as a prostitute. Yeah, it's especially for the girls, it's very unsafe, because guys are free to go, but girls have to work. Yeah, this is a Twitter post. And this is also a picture of a girl in the movie taken by another girl. It's it's about like playful childhood, but you can see there's like very dark and there's not much enough light. Yeah, living conditions, you can see this is also from some 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 girl. She took this picture when they were having a trip to a zoo. um this is the article that I have mentioned. Uh it shows about how much it's like an update of how the children have turned their life around and not let prostitute or brothel come in their way. They have decided to have bright future and they will get it. So this article is about like how they have made their progress until now, which I really like to read. um this article, we cannot see the picture, but it's about the stories of the sex workers children who who got future opportunities, like the example of other sex workers. We can see that mothers are very loving for their kids, and they are trying their best to provide for them. And these stories are very positive to read. And this one is the playlist of people, of human trafficking, and especially for girls sex trafficking from around the India. And these videos are just 5 minutes, about 5 minutes long, so I recommend you watching it so you can maybe get an idea of how cruel or what this movie is about. But yeah, that's all. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.